Hello there everybody, and welcome back to the Turn Cycling YouTube channel. It's been a while, so apologies for that. And how are you all doing? How is the life of lockdown going? Yeah, it's been a while since the last video. It's I think like everybody else, it's taken me a while to come to terms with just what the hell was going on in the world right now. Nobody predicted this 6 months ago, so we're all living through life in times of incredible change. So yeah, you know, I did a few videos and it just felt immediately out of date or incorrect or just wrong. So yeah, it's taken me a while to process that in my head. But anyway, welcome to a beautifully sunny day here in West Sussex. And today, in light of the lockdown and people not getting out or not allowed to get out in a lot of the world and restricted in other parts of the world, I wanted to do my top 6 tips for keeping you cycling during the coronavirus lockdown. First of all, apologies for the audio. I was in such a rush to get out into the sunshine that I completely forgot to pack my microphone. So we're relying on the camera's audio today, which is probably going to be terrible, so I may have to go and do this again. And secondly, before I get into my tips for how you can keep riding and keep focused and keep motivated and enjoying things during these times, make sure wherever you are in the world, follow your government's guidance and laws, rules, etc. Here in the UK, we're looking that we're allowed out once a day to exercise, so I'm making the most of that today. But in other countries around the world, you are in complete lockdown and not allowed out, so you know, just pay attention to what the rules are. You don't want to get a big fine or get landed in jail. So yeah, do that, please. Thank you. And thirdly, whatever you do, stay socially isolated, or at least physically isolated. Not really socially isolating, because things are getting even more social these days. We're chatting online, all that kind of stuff. So stay physically isolated, ride solo or with your household if you are outside. That being said, here are my 6 tips for enjoying the lockdown. Tip number 1. If you can get out, then do go out. Firstly, it's going to keep you healthy. And that's one of the most important things we can do right now. And if you're getting outside into the fresh air, into the sunshine, topping up your vitamin D levels, then that's going to keep your immune system strong. And yeah, that's a really important thing to do right now. But secondly, it just helps you mentally. You know, we're all getting cooped up for a long time, so if you can get out into the countryside for, or even just into the sunshine outside the house for a couple of hours every day, then it is going to keep you a lot saner. And obviously that advice doesn't apply everywhere, but certainly here in the UK we can do that. So I'm making the most of it right now, going out for a couple of hours around close to where I am, getting my sunshine and fresh air. And look, the roads are a lot emptier than normal. Makes for some very pleasant riding. Tip number 2, look ahead and give yourself some goals. It's really easy to fall into the trap of thinking, well, my big goals for the summer have gone, there's nothing really to train for. But if you give yourself a good goal to look forward to, even if it is late in the year or early next year, then it will help give you that motivation and that inspiration to get on the bike. I'm working on events happening probably end of August, September time. It might not happen, but until I know it's not, I think it's a good thing to keep my attention on. So yeah, have a look at the end of the year, have a look online, look at what races are going on, look at what events are going on. Pick something that really excites you. Print out a picture, stick it on your wall, and that'll give you something really to work towards. Tip number 3, have a performance goal in mind. We've got a period of time where you probably don't have to commute to work. You've probably got more time in the mornings and in the evenings, if you're still working from home, within which to do a lot of training. to get some real high quality training in. We're not going to get interrupted by races or holidays or trips away with work. So there's an opportunity for some real high quality training, and that can really positively impact on your performance. And you know, those people who are going to do well in the races come August, September, October are going to be the people who make the most of this opportunity now. So make the most of it. Tip number 4. Make it fun inside. Most of us associate the turbo trainer with intervals, with pain and with suffering, and that can create a sense of dread when it comes to getting on that turbo trainer. But there are so many ways of making that exciting, especially with apps like Zwift or some of the others, and everyone's getting pretty creative around how we use those at the moment. You can do group rides, you can do meetups, you can do races. Challenge yourself to ride new courses inside, new courses on Zwift. Try some of the other things out like Road Grand Tours or Rouvy, and just generally make it fun. I'm organising 3 or 4 meetups each week with my clients, and we also use Zoom so that not only do we ride together, but we can chat, we can see how sweaty and horrible we all look. It just creates that social connection, and it makes you feel happier about getting on the turbo, and that you enjoy it. So yeah, make it fun. Tip number 5. Don't forget to eat. It's a common mistake I see with people training inside, is they just forget to eat. And when you're riding 2, 3, 4 hours, certainly 3, 4 hours, you've got to eat, you've got to fuel your workout. You've got to treat it like you would a 3 or 4 hour ride outside. In fact, often you can probably do or burn more calories inside because you're not freewheeling at all. It's a constant effort, and if you don't eat, then you are going to underfuel your ride. Eventually that's going to put you into not a good place. I usually aim for 200 to 300 calories an hour, depending on how hard I'm working. If I'm on a steady ride, probably be 200. If I'm pushing hard for 3 hours, then it'll be more. But plan it out. Get your food ready before you do your ride, and make sure you're eating regularly, and then you'll be fine. So yeah, don't forget to eat. And that is me done for the day. What an awesome ride around Sussex. So, tip number 6. Don't forget to rest and recover. That is the most important thing of training. That is where the magic happens. It is easy to get into the habit, staying indoors, getting on the turbo 7 days a week and just smashing it too much. Just because we're stuck inside doesn't mean we should lose sight of the basics of good training, which is create an overload, rest, recover, come back stronger, rinse and repeat. With that said, I'm going to go and get changed and chill out for the evening. So thank you for listening. If you like this, comment below, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and hopefully we will be back to normal service anytime soon. Well, I say anytime soon, hopefully by the summer, and then we can all look forward to an incredible autumn of ultra racing and cycling and bike packing and events in general. Right, see you later everybody.